Welcome back. Well, we have Beth and Marcy here on behalf of the Laguna Woods Foundation. Well, welcome, ladies. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Marcy just really wants to keep coming on TV here. As you can see, this is her second time. But that's great news, though, right? Because the foundation is doing fabulous things. And I know you're celebrating your 25th anniversary, which is awesome. And you guys recently had a celebration. But before we talk about that, let's talk about, what is the foundation? I mean, we can certainly go into some details there.
I think the important thing for people to realize that the foundation is a homegrown charity. It is a charity started in Laguna Woods by residents to help residents. Mm-hmm. And it started in 1997, 25 years ago, when a group of residents here in the village pooled their resources to help others who were less fortunate. And from that evolved the foundation. And it is, according to California state law, a 501c3 recognized charity. Mm-hmm. It's here to help. Our motto is neighbors helping neighbors. And that truly is what the foundation is.
And one thing that I find interesting in your notes is that you want to distinguish between the foundation and what the Golden Rain Foundation is. So tell me the difference.
Well, the Golden Rain Foundation, and Beth certainly can speak to that better than I can, since she's a past president, is one of the governing bodies here in the village. Mm-hmm. The foundation of Laguna Woods Village is not linked to any governmental entity. It is a separate charity. Can you?
It's probably because they both have foundation in the name, right? I'm assuming.
That's exactly. That is the big thing. We are not governmental, and that's the big difference.
Right.
And I wanted to add something to your first question, Lisa. Up on the board, I can see who does the foundation support, mm-hmm. and who supports us, individuals, and the Meals on Wheels program and adult daycare center. And so you can see that individual people send checks into the foundation, and social services sends us these requests for emergency needs for
right.
citizens, and there's the match. And then we reach out with a larger piece. Mm-hmm. But then the third piece that I don't think we talk about enough is that this community of Laguna Woods Village is truly a place of love. In this community, people truly care about each other. They really love each other. They love the community, mm-hmm. and they love one another, and that's why they keep giving because they can give to the foundation because they know it's our charity, our very own.
Right.
Our very own for Laguna Woods, and we know that this is going to one of our neighbors, and we know it's an emergency need.
Right.
So that just kind of that there's so much of heart and love that goes into the foundation.
And that's nice, and I think we need to highlight more of that, in our community.
I think that's true. In fact, we were touched last Thursday. One of our guests made a $20,000 donation to the foundation at our celebration to honor the 25th anniversary.
Holy smokes, that's an amazing donation.
It is. We were thinking about, well, maybe we would send us 25 for the 25th.
Yeah.
Something like that. So a $25 check would have been wonderful. 20,000.
It was mind-blowing. But you have to put it in perspective. We do spend about $300,000 a year in the village. Mm-hmm. And with the pandemic, we had a little less demand. But over the past 5 years, we've spent $1.2 million in the village. And you have to understand that 95%, actually over that, goes to services.
Right.
We have very little overhead. We're an all-volunteer board.
Right.
We have no staff. We work with community partners to make sure that services get to residents. And the other thing to remember is of that amount, 99% is raised in the village.
Right.
The village, as Beth points out, talks about love, but that love does translate into monetary support. And we are gratified by the support, and not just from individuals. For example, the Men's Golf Club is doing their memorial outing on May 21st.
Right.
And the funds that they raise above the cost of the event is being donated to the foundation. They gave us last Thursday, in addition to the $20,000, they gave us the first installment on the money they raised and gave us $5,000.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. So it was a really special day last Thursday.
Wow, you guys are probably still on a high from that day.
Yes,
that is
we
awesome.
are. We
That
are
is
on a
great.
high.
That's why you're a little tired. You've been so hyped up for the last few days, right?
I've been, celebrating and happy.
And we
great.
also had club presidents. Some of the club presidents came that have given us donations over this past year.
Right.
And it is amazing how the clubs come up with gifts of money to give to the foundation for their neighbors. It's great.
But it's nice to see, I think, overall, from a nation standpoint, let's just take a look at everybody, right? If we just looked in our own backyards, right, to start there to help everyone, then, it could trickle out and go further and further, right? But the fact that you're starting right in your own backyard is really a nice place.
I think Laguna Woods has a great deal to be proud of. The fact that the foundation started here on the initiative of residents, has survived 25 years, has grown, has worked with community partners, is a lesson, I think, Lisa, you're right, for the country. If we all started in our backyards, helping our neighbors, I think how much better place it would be.
Well, I agree. So anyway, let's talk a little bit about the event that you had last week. So it was a celebration, obviously, for the 25th. You had lots of attendees. We have some photos of you guys. You had presentations and obviously the presenting of the checks. And tell me just a little bit about the event.
Well, one of the highlights, and I'm sure Beth will add to it, is we have a partnership with social services.
Right.
I joke, they're the ones who touch the residents. We have the checkbook. We never know who gets our help. It's all confidential. And we wanted to honor that partnership.
Oh,
I
nice.
call them the helping heart of the village. And so we gave them a special plaque to honor the 25-year partnership that we have with them. And that's another aspect of the village that is really extraordinary, that we have on staff certified social workers who provide that contact point when an older resident has a problem. And if we're going to be honest with ourselves, as we age, problems do emerge.
Exactly.
And it's nice to know that there's a place to go.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's very unique. It's very unique that I'm aware of. I mean, you can certainly request from outside areas, but your first call needs to be to social services, because that way they can take the request. Like you said, it is confidential, and then they get with you and they talk about some of the things that happen, right? Is that how that works?
It's absolutely anonymous. The requests are written up and emailed to two people to okay the requests, and that would be Marcy and Beth.
Okay.
So we each get the requests written by the social worker describing how long the person has lived here, their age, gender, and need. And then I'm trying to think of a time that we didn't approve, because social services is so good with what they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, it's a great organization. You've accomplished so much, and now you have another 25 years.
Another 25 years. And hopefully we'll have another party in 24 years.
Yes,
It will be like that. It was wonderful. Marcy and I were just saying, I would be talking to someone, and then another person's calling me over here. There's another person over here. There were so many people
That's
to
great.
be able to exchange pleasantries because so many people love the mission of the foundation, and
Right.
we are truly blessed to be a part of that.
That's great.
Right.
Great.
We are truly blessed. And the fact that the community supports it, that the community is there with us is a testament to the village. The village really deserves the accolades.
I love it. Well, congratulations to both of you. You should be very proud. Thank you so much for all you do.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having us today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you want more information about the foundation, you can certainly go to their website, which is foundationoflagunawoodsvillage.org. We'll be right back.